Hello and welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to episode 16, episode 26, episode 19, episode 24. Laying some hard landscaping, which is
They tend to be for nice open plan kitchen diners.
prior to ordering any concrete,
We've done quite a bit of networking.
and then we'll be in a position to get the scaffolding and the skip room.
Welcome back to episode 15 of Surrey Build Weekly. Once again, we're here at our project in Byfleet. As you can see, the mammoth task of stripping the roof is well underway. You can see how the two sections are now open up to make quite a vast space. We are going to be extending out slightly with the extension that we've not yet stripped. And the reason for that is that the tin hat needs to be extended slightly on the scaffolding. So we're just waiting for John and his team to come and do that for us.
So we're now standing at Mead House, which is a project to undertake a garage loft conversion. This was a truss roof system that was craned in on top of the existing garage. We then constructed these lovely two pitch roof dormers, and we finished the roof in a two-tone clay handmade tile to match the existing roof. We've got these great pitch roof dormers that are elegantly placed within the plastered room, and a couple of Veluxes to make sure that we've got some great additional light into this space.
Here we are in the loft at Mountside. So we have totally stripped the roof. The structure has been built. You can see that the guys have formed the gable ends here. They've also formed those barn ends. The front pitched roof dormer has been created, and over here we have the rear dormer, and you can see where it has been stepped in slightly to satisfy planning concerns that the rear dormer was too bulky. Once the structure is complete, they will be covering the entire structure in this OSB board so that they can then begin the roofing. The windows will then be installed and the staircase, so we then have the shell complete, ready for the internal works to begin.
Looking back at this beautiful rear extension that we've now constructed, we've got the beautiful glazing and the bifold doors are all installed a couple of weeks ago, and now you can finally see them all together with the plastic covering removed. We also built the steps for the client, keeping it very simple, just with flat section steps that lead to a garden space that's now going to be landscaped by the client. So we're now in this beautiful new kitchen that's been installed recently. We've got a new hot water tap, a cooker, that does filters and hot water. We've got a beautiful downdraft hob, induction by Siemens, and we've got this beautiful marble worktop that has cascading sides that come down the sides of the unit and blend in fantastically with the tile floor.
So actually, 10 years ago, when we bought this house, first of all, the hope was to have a bit of a build project going on. We just didn't know whether we could afford it. So a big part of this journey was also kind of exploring and gaining reassurance about that too.
So we obviously went out, got quotes from different companies, including Surrey Lofts, and we made the decision that Surrey Lofts was the right one for us on that occasion. One competitor we got a quote from for exactly the same piece of work was significantly more expensive.
You guys took the time to understand what it is that we wanted to achieve and the how as well, like how we wanted to achieve it.
It's one of those things, I think, you know, when you're in it, you just kind of get on with it because you always think about the end goal. And then when you look back on it, you realise how quick it went.
I've observed over the last week how you guys have like got this site set up and the work underway. Yeah, it's really efficient.
So we're now in the extension at the Mount, and as you can see, the plastering is in full swing. We now have all the side glazing and the sliding doors fully installed. It now means that we are able to basically install the kitchen in the coming week. So what we try to do with the outside spaces is make sure that they are connected with the new extensions, so that ultimately they are an extension of your home. So the guys are busy laying some hard landscaping, which is some slabs and some briquettes. We are busy installing fence panels and fence posts, and we also have some feature bed walls that will be rendered in line with the client's plans. Hello and welcome to the Home Build and Renovation Show here at Sandown Park in sunny Surrey.
These shows are fantastic for meeting new possible people to work with. And yeah, we've had a lot of good new inquiries today.
On top of the leads, we've done quite a bit of networking.
It's nice at these events to catch up with them and find out new innovations that are coming to the market.
I really think that coming to a show like this, it's lovely because you have that personal touch. I've met many people that are just interested in just getting an idea of what they could do with their property.
So given that this is our second show, what I've learned from the home build and renovation experience is that you get a lot more time with a client. That way we can give better information and allow our clients to understand what our values are.
I definitely think we'll be coming here again next year. So yeah, overall a really nice experience. And welcome to Hillview, our latest project. This is another design and build client. It's a hip to gable loft conversion with a rear dormer. Today we are here to firstly meet Jake, the staircase designer, and we are now meeting with the client to talk about the design walk around. So from here we are now going to head to the Glanville in Epsom, where we have those two neighbours having their lofts done together, and we will be doing the design walk around.
So with any design walk around, we always talk about some key factors with any project. So those factors in this project are the way that the doors open and close to the bedrooms, the positioning of the bed, the downlights and socket locations, the wardrobe placement, and also the size and needs for the bathroom.
I mean, it's been going amazing, to be honest with you. It's been so far, I mean, everything has gone nice and smoothly. Today, this week, it was the fifth week that we've been here. Client is very happy, seems to be very happy. Everything has been going nice and smooth. It is my first job with Surrey Loft, so we got this one which we are towards the end, and we got the other one in Ashted. We just installed the steel beams yesterday. Right, so first of all we install the steels, then obviously we do the flooring, then from the flooring we build the walls for the dormer, we build the pitch roof, and then obviously we put the Villaxes and the windows on the dormer, and then we close all the outside. And then we do insulation, plasterboards, then tiles on the outside, and flat roof rubbering, and that's it.
Our videographer has actually been over to the staircase and banister workshop.
First of all, we get Jake to measure it, and he gives us the files. We program it, edit it, and just produce it and put it onto the CNC. All parts are made by us, whatever size, shape or form. We use hardwoods, oaks, mahoganies. Anything you want, we'll make it for you. We have a CNC Project 500. This is our main one. That's we've had that since last year. It's automatic bed. It's got 8 arms on it, so it's all very easy to use. Best thing ever, really.
Average loft conversion of, say, a 3-bedroom semi-detached property to have a rear dormer is going to set you back around 65 to 70k. You can go for a Velux, which will be slightly less, around 55 grand. The majority of the cost of an extension lays within the excavation works. You need to make sure you have a decent contingency when you are embarking on an extension project. Now, loft conversion, you'll be pleased to know, is a very quick process. An average rear dormer is around 6 weeks, so we are in and out in no time at all. So they tend to be for nice open plan kitchen diners, maybe the addition of a utility, generally increasing the square footage of a property. Having a loft conversion is a perfect solution for those families who need additional bedrooms but don't want to have the additional cost of moving home with stamp duty and solicitor fees.
We wanted to move to a larger place. We even looked at a property nearby. But then we changed our mind in the end, thinking, oh, we've got a big space there, why do you want to spend so much money on stamp duty and other things instead?
Any money you put into a loft conversion, you would get back if you sold the house. So it's not too shabby an investment. All the work's essentially going on outside. Yeah. I mean, there are guys in the loft, but the loft is still sealed off by the ceiling. You don't really get your life disrupted.
Today is the 8th of August, so it's not even 2 months now, and we've done the whole project. I mean, everyone walks across and they say, oh, is it already done? These guys have been really good. Yeah, they were quite professional. They came in and answered most of my questions, yeah.
The thing that I valued most was Lee's eye for detail and design. I thought he was very good at seeing relatively small things that would bring the project to life and give it some charm.
A party wall agreement is a legal document that outlines the terms and conditions for any building works that will affect a wall or a boundary that is shared between 2 properties. So the key aspects of a party wall agreement is outlining what works are going to be happening and how we intend to carry them out, acceptable working hours, a condition report and access to that party wall, so it could be scaffolding.
There are key things to point out first before we do any digging. That is the locations of any trees and the soil type of the project. Prior to ordering any concrete, we must check the foundation calculations and make sure that we are ordering the correct strength. So with this particular project and any of our ongoing extensions, we always use a pump system to install the concrete. This saves on the manual handling of the concrete via wheelbarrows. The cost of concrete is around about £150 per cubic metre, and the cost of the pump is anywhere between £300 to £400 or £500 depending on the length of the pipe needed. The guys will be going around the foundation, making sure that it's completely level and tampering the top of the concrete so that it's ready for the brickwork. So this is the final day, hopefully on site, and we are conducting what we call a snagging meeting with the client. So what we like to do is basically snag the job before we meet with the client. So I, myself or Sarah would do a walk round of the property to make sure that we are collecting all the relevant snagging issues that we see, and then we will meet the client so that they know that we've done our walk round and we've presented what we feel are snags. Snagging is anything that is a defect or an imperfection, and that is very important. Snagging is not any structural defects. Now what we highlighted here was some of the masticing around the UPVC windows had some gaps in. We also found inside that there was some filling that was needed after the plastering. We also got some face plates in the electrics are a little bit loose that we're just going to tighten up. Clear out some of the rubbish and then we'll be in a position to get the scaffolding and the skip removed.